G'day, guys. Chapter 2, part 2, whatever it may be. We're talking about horror movies, but also we were just off air chatting a little bit about our spiritual awakening. So what we're going to do in this one is probably the goals we have for what we want to be as people. And I was talking, this is the lovely Jacinda in California now. Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
California.
Yeah, and
Los Gatos.
yeah, exactly. So we sort of got we got very similar sort of outlooks. I mean, a lot of people got outlooks, but I think we're very similar in a way where we're looking at where the white light is in any type of relationship we go to, and now we're actually focusing on ourselves. Now, tell us about that. Finish that story about the horror movie in that house, and
Okay.
what was the lesson? What was the lesson for you?
The lesson, the big lesson was
Don't go in there.
re
Don't go in there without protection. Don't go out there with hang on. Don't go out there with one of them without one of these green without some green crystals. Because they'll come and get you.
yeah.
They'll come and get you.
Yeah.
They'll eat us alive.
Oh
We're
my
white
God.
lighters. They'll eat us alive.
Oh my God.
So what was it?
Yeah.
So what was your
Okay.
lesson out of that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Out of the
I
Texas
mean, it
Chainsaw
was it
Massacre.
was so fun to talk about and dream about this farm, like this like the idea of it, right? That like
Yep.
I had all these ideas. Like I was also gonna, you know, because my grandmother had apple trees, so I was like, I am gonna make apple pies. Oh, Liberty! I was gonna grow Liberty apples
Yep.
and make freedom pies. Like I don't know, everything I
What's
had to
it?
do
What's
was
in a
just about
freedom
like
pie? What's in a freedom pie?
just like I don't know. I think I was just gonna like bake it thinking about like free thinkers,
Are these
like
Jacinda?
just
Are these Jacinda?
here's like eat this and like free your mind, people, like, just
Okay, it's
open
Jacinda,
yourself up.
ladies and gentlemen, we're available now. Jacinda's Freedom Pies at jacindakey.com.au. That's great.
Like it still may come about
That's
because I still
awesome.
think it's a really good idea.
I reckon so.
Yeah,
It's all in the vibration of mind, and what we give out is positive
right.
energy. You know what I mean? We get, this pie will free you. I
Yeah,
mean, let's be honest. We're working on subconscious
yeah.
programming here.
Totally. And I was just thinking like also the apples, like there's not I don't know what's going on with our produce, but I think the
Oh, I
mass
know.
farming, like I can't find Liberty apples and I know they're out there. So
I know
I'm
what's
like maybe
going
I
on.
just need to
We all know what's going on. We won't go down that path yet. Yet.
yeah, yeah. So
So
growing
what was your
some
lesson out of that?
okay.
So what was the lesson
So
out of
the
that?
lesson, the big lesson was, reality and my ideas and reality don't always match. And so like, learning about myself, like go to the farm first, check it out. Is this really gonna fit you? Because somebody else might have been able to go there and been like, I can do that, like I can handle doing some of this labor that it was gonna
Okay.
take on my own, and I
Yep.
can live this lifestyle and be happy enough. But for me, that was just I just like being around people too much, and I don't really, yeah, I didn't have the desire to like put in the like grunt work that I was gonna have to like
Yeah.
redo
Okay.
floors and
Yeah.
all
Get
this
you.
stuff,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
and then
Understand.
the back of my mind is like, well, maybe later on, because what I also realized, like I need a like the crew, like the people to come with me, or a few people that would want to work on
Do you
this.
think?
So
Okay, I'll give you my scenario, and it makes total sense. As
yeah,
I'm doing the, so I've always said I've
yeah,
got this, got all these gifts, got this hype, got this energy. So you've got the laugh and smile, I've got the hype energy, right? So
yeah,
and until I worked out, go, what am I going to give to you? I've done massage, myotherapy, I can do all that, fix people's backs, all that kind of stuff. But there's more to life than just, the physical's here, but what about the mental stuff and what we've gone through and giving purpose on what we've done? So going through the shadow work, going through with Greg Riley, understanding where I'm coming from. And when I went on this trip, it all came together with what I'm doing. Anything I'm doing, I put my heart and soul in, which you will do. But it's basically with the chats, getting people to connect, getting people to increase their vibe, and also helping people find themselves. And I think that's what I mean. That's a general statement, but we do it in different ways. and that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
What did you
Yeah.
find? What did you find?
Um, I mean, I feel like now I mean, I think I try to uplift people in a generally when I'm out in the
Well, you do
world
it. Well, you can
and
tell that. I mean, you know, that's essentially that's why we get on well. I mean, you know, you've always had
yeah.
that fun vibe like that. You know, like I
Yeah.
was saying, charm that I don't know what they, I don't know, the muses, I think they're called. That they jump around and they jump around the forest and they're all happy and all that, but they spread love and stuff. That's the sort of kind of person I see you as.
Music. Oh,
A
okay.
muse. It's called a muse.
Amuse.
It's like a guide. It's like a guide, eh? But sort of like
Okay.
I sense through sound and music and movement. That's how you're gonna do it. How do you and you move?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so lately, so I came back from Missouri. It did, I was like, okay, that's not the
It's not the journey.
I was not feeling the like pet
No.
cemetery like vibes.
Okay, let's go.
I was like, and
The
I'm out.
Texas Chainsaw
Yeah.
Massacre or Freddy Krueger, whoever you want to pick. Michael Myers was Michael Myers is
Yeah.
behind you now.
Yeah. Yeah. So then I learned another thing about so I was in a predicament because I didn't have this I didn't have a clear vision of like what to do after it because I had put all this like this is what it's gonna happen and then I'm gonna be there for a while, working on this project. And so I was like, I'm so lost right now. Like, where do I go? And I was thinking maybe go back to Phoenix, California. And my old job at the time was like, do you want to come back? We have your positions open again. And, that stable job, I was like, okay, so I ended up going back to that. So I was like, I guess I'm going back. And it felt like a compromise, I would say I wasn't like going
Because your
out of like,
vibration's gone way up because you've actually found yourself. I'm in the same stuff. I get you. Because once
yeah, so
you get out of that vibe and you sort of find life outside
yeah,
jail, if you want to go that way.
yeah, 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 it's hard to go back. And it was hard for me. And there was parts of like California when I was leaving that I felt like I didn't quite complete, like, or just had started making connections. And so
Yep.
there was definitely some things I was like, and I love California. I mean, it's beautiful here, the weather, I mean, the whole nature. So there was like enough to get me back. But I would say in my heart, I felt like uh I didn't feel great about it. I feel like it was like more of a making a choice out of fear.
It was a
Um
step backwards type thing. We
it
still
felt like a step. It felt like it hurt maybe I just felt like I think I was going through, I feel like a failure because I didn't create the dream that I thought I was
yeah, well,
gonna
that's what we go
do.
through it. I think we've got to come to a point
Yeah.
where, there's a form of balance. But once we find ourselves like you and me have, we still have to
Yeah.
live in this life. So we still got to accept what we do. We don't lose,
Yeah.
as you said, we're going backwards, but we're not going to lose
Yeah.
sight of what we're doing forward. So we've got to find that sort of balance. That's what it's all about in life.
Yeah. 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 So it was kind of a dark, I would say it kind of went darker. Like I was so bright and magnetic, I would say, in
Mm.
Phoenix and Missouri, back to California. I was kind of going again through like I feel like a shadowy period of um just yeah, feeling these heavier emotions. And I think I was in that spiritual journey, I feel like you're so almost high that like just on life, not on
You're high on
anything,
life.
but
I mean, you found you sort of,
yeah.
yeah. Well, you got out.
And so I
Yeah.
think when I was feeling lower emotions, like
Did you?
I
And
think
you?
I didn't want, like, it was the struggle because I thought there was something wrong. Like I was doing something wrong when
Well,
it was
this is
just
where we're coming out of. We're coming out of what we've been
yeah,
programmed to there, and then we connected to the earth and the universe and the spirit,
yeah,
which we should have because we are spiritual beings, and we've
yeah,
connected to that. And suddenly we've had these experiences. Instead
yeah,
of going rigmarole, walk down the line, and both of us are in that thing. You know what I mean? Let's just
yeah,
we're going to be bloody robots tonight, and then you're finding you're going against it when you go back to that robotic side. If you go full back, but
Yeah.
it's balancing, going right. We still got to live in this world, work it out. How do we get closer to that feeling? And that's probably
How
where
do we
I'm
get
going
close
with
to,
it.
yeah, yeah. And I think I also just think that we're gonna have the highs and the lows. And I think that it took, I just didn't have that. Um, I needed to accept after a spiritual awakening that I'm still going to have the waves, and that's okay, and that's normal because I'm trying things and
Yep.
I'm living life, and that's what happens when you live life and things go a different way, and you
You have to let
learn
go of the
and
old to let go
and
of it. Well, there's simple things like letting go of the old and letting go of the old and bringing in
yeah,
the new. I mean,
yeah,
all these bloody statements that we hear when we first jump into this spiritual stuff. We go, okay, this is really good. This is really happy. But
yeah,
when you
yeah,
actually
yeah. It
then
was all
become,
about the pot. I guess I don't know if
yeah,
it's toxic pot, but I was listening to a lot of positive things in the morning, and
that's
it
great.
just
But
kind
that's
of
good. That's what we
felt.
do. Yeah.
But I also just felt like I needed to just feel it. Like I just needed to get that through, and um yeah, and in that also um so to kind of I felt this low. I was in a lower place. I felt, but I wanted to, going back to my job, I wanted to have something to look forward to. So I did this ballroom dancing, which I started in Phoenix
I
also.
saw the
So
videos. That was cool. Yeah, it's good.
yeah,
I've
yeah,
done
which,
that. I've done the dancing. It's part. I think it's part of a spiritual thing. Just like get movement is very important. Like whether it be
oh
yoga or
my
dancing. I
gosh,
mean, ballroom dancing.
totally.
It's a great bloody thing, mate.
Well, yeah, and I went to it because of my difficulties with relationships. I thought like I would like to learn how to dance with a partner, and I felt like relating to them with in a an arena of with dance would kind of help me like think about the other person more. And I don't know, I just felt like a new way of, because I'd like dance, but it's always, you're always like, I'd always dance alone. So used to dancing by myself that I was like, okay, let's try this. So that's kind of where my uh, a lot of my extra or my free time was was like figuring out this world, because it was a new world. Like ballroom's like a whole world in itself. And so yeah, so I did a lot of that. But I uh yeah, also learned more relational things like
What'd you learn?
don't well, I learned like
What was the key point?
don't assume people are your, like I don't need to be friends with everybody. And people that are in, so I thought people that maybe were in these fields like yoga teachers, dancers, kind of that I just seem like, it just to me feels like I would have to be in a good
Hey,
heart, like good with
yeah,
my heart to
good
be
heart
in
space.
that realm.
Yep.
But that is not true.
No, but I
Like
know
you
where you're
can
going.
have people that are like, that still have a lot of darkness in them and don't have good intentions necessarily, um, be in these places. So again, being that I like to see people in their good lights, I have to move slower and let people show me who they are through their actions before I'm like,
Instead
let's
of
be
jumping in.
friends.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, like but the funny thing is, just like like I used to do that, and with relationships, whether it be girlfriend boyfriend type stuff, or even friendships, you
Yeah.
you drop your
Yeah.
guard pretty quickly because of the shadow work, because of the lack of security, lack of self esteem, all those kind of things, lack of emotion, lack of physical touch,
Yeah.
scarcity,
Yeah.
all that shit that we've got put through, but. I found I know I want to ask you because I mean you're a prime candidate to answer this question. In the last few years, I've just connected with people instantly, and it's just like
Mhm.
this instant happiness. You and me, we connected straight up, right? Now that's a
Yeah.
bit
Oh
of,
yeah. Yeah.
but I'm talking about it because we're on the same plane, right? We're running the same
Yeah.
course, Diana, Jackie, Solomon, Luna, all those, all of them, Cortez, we just click. All of us are just
Yeah.
clicked. Now, anyone on the 3D, in the 3D plane, have you clicked with people? Have you just clicked with some people? Like you've just gone, I can read this energy pretty well because I know myself. I've clicked with about 4 or 5 people, and we've just become good friends without even. We don't know a lot about each other in a lot of ways, but we know each other
Yeah.
spiritually. You know what? Does that make
Yeah.
just got
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think it was interesting because yeah, I totally know like I've clicked since I've been like not a ton of people in my physical reality, I would say like that I see, but I
Yep.
definitely have made
Let's go write these things
just
down.
like and like yeah, that a friend that I just yeah, it's just so easy to be around and be yourself and feel like free, I think is what it is. You feel free with those
Yep.
people.
I'm just writing
Yeah.
down some of these notes because it's interesting that a lot of people
Yeah.
like I got told. Now, do you get told you trust too easily? I'm looking at a mirror here. I'm
I
looking at
don't know. I don't know if someone has told me that, but that's what I figured that out with my yeah,
you're too white. You're too
that I
white
like
lighter.
that I see like I
You
want
see
to
the good of everything.
see
Yeah.
the light in everyone and because
Yes.
everybody does have some light, right? Like but
They all do, but they're all on their own journey. But what I'm saying is, and I did the
yeah,
same thing. I
yeah,
reckon you're in the
yeah,
same boat because you're just a happy, vibrant person, but you haven't changed since day one. But you've definitely got a
yeah,
different light now that you've actually
yeah,
looked into yourself. Like I'm only reason I'm saying that because I've done the same thing, especially in the last 3 or 4 months.
yeah.
So
Yeah, so I feel like the people, it's like, oh, some people want to actually just control me, right? Like that's what I feel. I feel like there's the people that are open to me being however, and I'm allowing them to be what they want to be. There's freedom in conversation, there's freedom in,
but they suck the life out of
you
us.
know,
So I've noticed that those people and then running their own journey. Now, ladies and gentlemen, running your own journey, but still you got to. I think the hardest thing is for white lighters, especially. Well, I'll call it white lighters because I love Charmed. Is setting boundaries. How's your
yeah,
boundary setting going? Mine aren't too bad.
yes.
Mine aren't too bad the last couple of months because I've just just
You let
going.
it like no boundaries.
No, I've got a boundary, but I just basically step.
Yeah.
My boundary is actually assessing and stepping and going. Because you used to
Yeah.
react angrily, and you used to because you're
Oh
living in
yeah.
your shadow. You know what I mean? Or you
Yeah.
don't say anything, and then you go out of balance because you're angry and stuff. You just sit back and look at the situation. And go, is it really worth it? You know what I mean?
Totally. Yeah. I mean, I've gotten better. Like,
Hmm.
yeah, like if I'm just not willing now I think I've just gotten better at detecting like, okay, this person would would just suck my energy. Like and I don't need to stay. I can just step away and and I'm okay if you don't like me, and I'm okay if
Did that does
we
that change?
disagree.
Has that
Huh?
changed? Has that view changed in the last 2 years? From I mean, meaning you've got to this view now, right?
Yeah.
You obviously had a view.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get to that view? Did you wake up one morning? Because I was sort of the same thing
Yeah.
where you don't have to agree with anything, but you
Yeah.
can respect the person who comes into your life. You can let them as much as you want. And I think
Yeah.
what we do is we let them in too much because we're trying to satisfy some bloody shit that happened when we were kids. And I noticed that. That's what it is, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. I've definitely been much more cautious about getting too close, but I still think that I would, like I said, that it was hard to set boundaries when I am assuming that everyone has good intentions from the very beginning. And
Yeah,
I'd like to think that they're all like good
we all
people,
do.
right? Like
We
what,
all do.
but I still, so the very beginning, I'm learning that I need to have a bit more of a boundary so
Yeah.
that people
How hard is it?
understand it's gonna take a little time
Yeah.
and then I'll see who's worth the effort, like that who's putting
Yeah,
effort, like,
exactly. No,
you
and
know,
how Yeah,
Yeah.
he's exactly right.
Hmm.
I think the big thing is,
Yeah.
and what you've discussed in the last couple of minutes is basically you've taken up ballroom dancing. You've gone on your trip. The key word is you went on everything for you, and we actually found that we're putting ourselves first. And I find myself reclusing a lot and not talking to people. Not that I don't like them, but I was enjoying my own company and going, this is a good version of me. And I think there's a lot of things we'd like to do to get to the vibration that we were on that beautiful journey that we were on. Like you're
Yeah.
going on the drive and going, oh, I want to do this. And that vibe was that exciting vibe. Mine was, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
great. I'm going on this journey, go to America, go to Canada, go to Japan.
Yeah. And you just went on this journey, right? This was what you
Yeah,
just
I just
came
went.
back
Yeah,
from.
well, this is the funny thing. My best mate, who's I call him the guru, and we've been mates for like 20 odd years, and we have these discussions. And he said, this is why I'm asking these questions of you, because he
Hmm.
basically said this is going to be the making of you. This is it. You've gone through everything in your life, where spiritual awakening, spiritual breakdown, shadow work, twin flame, personal growth, finding out a bit about yourself, learning about all the universal laws, learning about stoic laws, all this other shit, right? That has turned me into the person that I am. And now you're going to go and actually step away from the normal, which you did,
Hmm.
and then you actually put that into practice and look at your vibration. See, I can see, yeah. See, the vibration for us is the same. We're thinking, you know what I mean? Like we went and did
Yeah.
this, and it's a big step. I mean, it's a bit easier for us because we've got, no dependence or anything like that. My dependence holder, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we can actually work on ourselves a bit more, and we're
Yeah.
aware of how important it is to do that.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know where you're at, but I feel like I'm in a place of like, you know, I did all these things and it's like, and how do I give it back to, how do I share it? How do I,
I
uh,
was there. I was
you
there.
know,
I was there,
so,
and I'm gonna tell you my story with that. My big thing was all the content that I'm doing. You need to do more content because you're that good. That's all I'll say to you. I found two things. I was holding back because of the shadow. Um, I was doing all the videos, which was great, but was there any real purpose to it? Yes, there was. But was I still holding back? Yes, I was. Was
yeah.
I supposed to? Maybe. But I think how you get your stuff out, personally, start doing the videos and start engaging like we are right now. This is probably, I've found that also I come into people's, I come into people, well, even friends like yourself,
Hmm.
to give them a
Hmm.
message. So
Hmm.
maybe today is the message for you to this will be the
Yeah.
video that I give to you and you put it up. You need to spread that love and happiness and that smile and that laugh that we have that
Yeah.
brings people
Yeah.
joy.
And I
And
have to say, like we've talked about it too, how, certain people like you, when we talk, I feel super uplifted, right? Like I feel motivated. I mean,
you're gonna tell your
I feel like
story.
I'm like, let's do it. Conquer the world or something. But like,
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
and then like noticing that compared to when you are around other people, like it's become very obvious to me that some people are around and they lift you up and other people will definitely uh not see you, like not see the light in you and how damaging that is to someone when even when you're like, I don't care, I don't care if you don't like me or whatever, but there's something that goes on. It takes up mental space or it clouds your vision and it really brings the energy
It
down.
drives your vibration down, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And it's very interesting. I feel like that whole like I yeah, like the whole narcissistic personality disorder, like all of that, I've just been working a lot with that. So I feel like I'm almost an expert or something. But on the how it's almost like you're the psychic. It's like you're feeling people's energy. It's an energy. It's not even, I don't even have to be around you, but if we've already connected energetically, there is some thing going on there that is you just feel it. It's in your mind, and
You need to get your vibe out.
yeah.
See, this is the hype. See, I consider myself one of the best hype men in Australia, right? I don't care.
Mhm.
That's just the way I do it. I know what I do. I know what I can do when I get on a mic. I'm a bloody loose
Yeah.
cannon. Everyone and people don't know how to take me because I'm a bloody loose cannon. You'd be the same. Yeah, but you'd be the same. You get out there. Hello, how are you? And they go, oh my god. Whereas I would go, hey, how are you? Bloody high five. Here's one of my good friends. And
Yeah.
I think personally, with what we're all about, is getting that superpower that we've got out. Now they're out meaning when I did it, I did my affirmation cards, which I've done. Shameless plug. Um, which we'll chat about afterwards.
Let's see those. See those. You made those?
I made those. We'll chat about them off
Okay. All
air.
right. All
We'll
right. All
chat
right.
about
Listen,
that.
those are
We'll
some
chat about them.
koalas on there. How cute. Awesome. With an
We'll chat
Aussie
about
twist. I like that. Okay.
we'll chat about them off air. But
All
we're trying
right.
to express where we've what our life's journey's been. And I think helping
Yeah.
people now, yours see this, and this is the hardest thing, ladies and gentlemen. We're both, trying to get ourselves to a point where we're helping people. We're helping, we're
Yeah.
getting that vibe. She wants that. Jacinda's a great motivator in that way.
Yeah.
She,
Well,
she's that
could I
she's that
talk about
you talk whatever you like.
I just well, I was just thinking like through it. Okay, so from when I went back to my old job, I ended up changing to so now I'm teaching ultrasound, right? So I went from just working a hospital to working at a school, and I think I could not have been like able to teach like I am without going through all the stuff that I went through. Like I feel like I truly just want to help the students, and like there's just such a like I think of them as me. There's no like we're equals, and I just don't know if I would have been able to do that before I opened my
Yeah.
heart
Well,
space,
so you really become a mentor, like a really, and this could be your start. I mean,
or
that's
just
what I said.
like a guide, right? Like I just yeah, I'm just here to like you're like a little bit down the line from where I am, but like you know,
You should tell your story. That's what I say to you. We've got
um,
about 5 minutes to go on this part. We're going to go
yeah,
to another. We're going to go to the next part because we're going to keep talking. This is great. But this is where this is a good question to have, for ladies and gentlemen. When you're out
yeah,
there, especially with us, what is the purpose in our life? And you're trying to find that purpose. The purpose is what you love, and I think that vibration is, and this is the answer that Jacinda just gave me. Thank you. The vibration you're at is where you've got is what you're going to give out, and that's why they say do what you love.
yeah,
Do
do
what
what
you
you
love.
love.
So maybe you'll do
Bring
it.
a
Maybe
wand.
bring the wand. Bring the. I have got
Bring the wand out. Like I bring this
wear the
wand
cowboy hat. There you go. Wear your Calgary
this
cowboy hat.
thing with me. It works so well. That just
There's
clears the energy.
and there's your gimmick, and there's your lot of videos. You can call yourself Jacinda the happy one lady.
Yeah, just like
Well,
it's amazing.
there's
Yeah,
your
like I mean,
there's your
just
gimmick.
people just can't even and if you're gonna talk shit about my mom, then I already know you're not somebody I want to hang out with.
Well,
Go
what's
away.
wrong? What's wrong? Well, here we go. We've just given birth to Jacinta's new
Yeah.
video channel that she's going to be doing, and her finish is let's get the one. Let's clear. Like
Let's
we always
clear the clear.
clear the energy. Clear the energy.
Clear.
And I think you can
Like,
call yourself the angel or the whatever. Here, this is great. Live on the chat with
yeah.
Jay, we're finding people. We help find people's purposes in our lives. And
Mhm.
but look,
You're just bringing it out. You just bring it out more, That's what you do.
you got to be in the right.
Yeah.
You got to be in the right frame. As I said we've had this going. So we're going to go to part 3 because this is too good to
Okay.
keep going. We're going to go. Yeah, she's going
Okay.
okay. She loves talking just as much as I
I'm
do.
like, okay, I'll just
So,
like
this is what, just to finish up with, guys. This is the whole point about having a chat as well. It's not just to find out about what Jacinda's been doing, but also to give, you know, these chats also help others find themselves. Like, she made the one thing, and she looked at me with the one thing, and the first thing, I'm the creative person that I am. I said, that's a great gimmick. Do it. That's what you should be doing. You should be spreading. That's how you spread love at the end. She could be waving it at the start, waving at the end. It's about, as we said, look at our vibration has gone up. When we talk about it, talk about our spiritual awakenings, our vibration's up. When we talk about going back to work, you can see the different things there. So part 3 coming up. She's going to go get some water and recharge that wand of hers. And we'll be back with Jacinda. Sorry, Jacinda. I always say Jacinda.
It's all right. It happens.
I do it all the time, even as a school teacher. I'm bloody hopeless. We'll be back very, very soon with part 3, the last part. She's going to talk about her future, what she's going to be doing in the next couple of months, next couple of years, and keeping that smile and smiling and laughing, and we'll just laugh all the time. I think that's what's going to happen. But we'll talk very, very soon.
I love it. Thanks.